Most men think Christianity is about morals. Be nice, don't lie, love your neighbor, and sure, those things matter. But if that's all Christianity is, then it's just self help with a cross on top. The New Testament isn't giving you tips for a better life, it's about making claims about the nature of reality itself. It's doing metaphysics, answering the question, what is real? And if you don't understand the metaphysics, you'll never understand why Christianity has the power to reshape your entire worldview. What is metaphysics? Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that asks what exists. What is the fundamental nature of reality? Is there a God? What is a person? What is time? The New Testament writers don't use philosophical language. They don't say ontology or substance, but they're making metaphysical claims with every sentence. Let me show you. First, there's the nature of God. The Gospel of John opens with this. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That's not a warm up. That's a metaphysical bomb. John is saying there is an eternal logos, a rational, personal word. This logos is both distinct from God and is God. Reality itself is grounded in a personal, rational being. This connects to Aristotle's idea of the prime mover, the uncaused cause. But John goes further. He says the prime mover isn't just a force. He's personal. He speaks, he creates, he relates. Verse 14 hits. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. The prime mover became flesh. That changes everything. Incarnation. God becomes man. This is Christianity's most radical metaphysical claim. God took on human nature, not symbolically, fully God, fully man, two natures, one person. This is ontology. What kind of being is Jesus Christ? No other worldview makes this claim. Islam says God is transcendent and would never lower himself. Eastern religions say the divine is impersonal. Humanism says there is no God at all. Christianity alone says the Creator entered his creation, became finite. The eternal stepped into time. That's not ethics. That's a claim about the structure of reality. Resurrection. What is a body? Christianity separates from every form of Gnosticism and spiritualism. The resurrection isn't Jesus lives in our hearts. It's not his spirit ascended. His physical body was raised from the dead. Paul makes this clear in 1 Corinthians 15. He says, if Christ wasn't raised, our faith is worthless. Why? Because the resurrection is the proof that matter itself is redeemable. Creation isn't disposable. Your body isn't just a shell. It's part of who you are, and it will be glorified. There's a metaphysical argument. If matter cannot be raised, then redemption is incomplete. If only souls are saved, then God's creation is a failure. But the resurrection says, no, God finishes what he starts. Your body will rise. Now let's look at free will and divine sovereignty. The New Testament holds this tension. Humans are responsible. God is sovereign. Salvation is grace. Yet humans must respond. That is a metaphysical puzzle about causation and agency. You see it in Ephesians 1. God chose us before the foundation of the world. And you see it in Romans 10. Whoever calls in the name of the Lord will be saved. Both are true. That's uncomfortable for Western minds. Christianity doesn't flatten the mystery. It holds the tension. God is utterly sovereign, and your choices are utterly real. Next, the nature of reality, the seen versus the unseen. Paul writes in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. That's metaphysical dualism, not the kind that says matter is evil. Paul already crushed that with the resurrection, but a recognition that there are two layers to reality. The physical world is real, but it's temporary. The spiritual reality is more fundamental and eternal. This undercuts materialism, the idea that matter is all that exists. It says your job matters, your bank account matters, your health matters, but they're not ultimate. There's a deeper reality shaping everything you see. Human nature and identity. The New Testament says humans are created in God's image, fallen, redeemable, destined for glorification. That's a metaphysical anthropology. It's answering what is a human being. You are not an accident. You're not self-constructed. Your identity is received, not invented. You bear the image of God, and that means you have inherent dignity, purpose, and worth. This destroys the modern lie that you can create your own identity. You can't. You only discover who God made you to be. Christianity introduces a linear view of time: creation, fall, redemption, restoration. History is not cyclical, it's purposeful, it's heading somewhere. That's a metaphysical claim. The Greeks thought time was a circle, endless repetition. The secularist thinks time is an arrow into the void, progress without purpose. Christianity says time is an arrow aimed at the restoration of all things. Your life isn't meaningless. Your struggles aren't pointless. History is moving toward a climax, and you are part of that story. Why does this matter for you? Everything you talk about, leadership, purpose, family, work, assumes reality is objective. Truth exists. Humans have inherent dignity, and history has direction. Those are metaphysical commitments. You can't lead your family if you don't believe truth is real. You can't build a business if you think meaning is just a social construct. You can't disciple men if you think identity is self-made. The New Testament gives you a structure of reality, a personal ultimate being, moral order grounded in God's character, embodied redemption, hope anchored in future resurrection. Without metaphysics, Christianity collapses into moralism. Just be a good person. Metaphysics. With metaphysics, Christianity becomes a claim about the nature of existence itself. Here's the challenge for you this week. Stop treating Christianity like a moral system. Start treating it like what it is, a comprehensive worldview that makes a specific claim about reality. Ask yourself, do I really believe in God? Do I really believe God is personal and entered history? Do I believe my body will be raised? Do I believe truth is objective and not socially constructed? Do I believe my identity is received from God, not self-made? Because if you do, it changes how you lead your family, run your business, mentor young folks, and engage the culture. You stop trying to fit Jesus into your life. You start building your life on the reality he revealed. The New Testament isn't giving you inspiration, it's giving you reality. And when you anchor your leadership in that reality, you become unshakable. That's it for today. Stay grounded, stay convicted, build the kingdom. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, God bless you.